Hey you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I decided to start like a cute little hashtag called BLACKGIRL BOOKCON, where I decided to do book reviews, then turn myself into the book characters. I thought it would be a cool way to get the word out about Black indie authors. I thought it would be a cool, great way. I took one of my TikTok book reviews and I posted it, and then at the end you will see me turning myself into the character in the book. I hope other people adopt this and take it, and I hope other book girlies that like to put it on, who like affordable fashion, and I hope you guys adopt it and just show appreciation to all these indie authors out here, these Black indie authors that do such a great job doing their just getting their work out. Just we're showing appreciation to Black authors. Hell, to be honest, February gonna be here soon. This will give us enough time to get as many authors out here. Just do something different, do something fun, adopt something different. You know how they got Comic-Con. And I decided to do like a Black Girl BookCon. I thought this would be a cool trend. From now on, I'm gonna try my best to do at least one video like this a week, where I turn myself into the book characters in the book. I thought it would be cool. I thought it would be fun. It's a little time consuming, but I hope other people adopt it. Y'all, please give me a little credit, I guess. Just to help me get my YouTube out. I only got 82 followers, y'all. So I'm trying to boost my YouTube, and hopefully this will do it. I hope you guys enjoy my book review, and I hope you guys enjoy the ending. You guys be blessed. Thank you for watching me. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube. Okay, how y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday? I said I'm gonna start doing. Y'all see my husband? You can hear me? My husband got me a mic, y'all. He got tired of all that damn crazy ass background. Okay, noise. Anyway, I come on here to talk about it. I'm about to do some book reviews because my emotions all out of whack, but I want to get serious for a moment. Okay, so I'm doing a book review that's attached to another book review that I was so emotional about 2 weeks ago. Okay, and the name of this book review, the name of this book is Impression on My Soul. It is a continuation. It is a series from another book that I did by Miss Asia Cornish. Miss AC, sis, you redeem yourself. You redeem yourself. I don't even want to talk about the book because it was very emotional. I'm gonna say it was very emotional for me. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all like to come for a sister in her inbox when I give a review on the book, and y'all didn't get the feelings that I got. Let me explain something to you. I align books with my real life. It don't matter if it's like a rom-com, or it could be a phrase, it could be a moment that will take me to other moments. And that's how I rate my books. That's how I rate. So I rate my books off experiences throughout my life, or if it was funny, most of the time, or if it was funny. So when I do a book review, y'all have to take into mind that people are doing book reviews of their opinion, not yours. I don't know you, okay? So I had to say that. I don't want to tell the book because I want you to get a great experience, but I want to say something that really stood out to me. This book was about loss of a significant other, and me being attached to a person that is, I feel like people who are attached to people that have dangerous jobs or live that live, why is this like this, that live dangerous lifestyles, or like first responders, like police officers, military, National Guards, Secret Service, political people who to me, those are very important people. I am the wife of a veteran. I have lived the spouse's life. And I want to say something, and I need y'all to take into mind why I was so emotional. I say all the time, I was married in my teens, like right out of my teens, like right there. And I started my adulthood in the military, right? In the military. And like I wasn't in another country. I was in Hawaii, but that was my first time leaving home. I came from Alabama. Where I was from, it was only two races, white and black. And I need y'all to understand, in the military, you are in a bubble. When you're on that post, whatever going on outside of the military does not apply. Outside of that post does not apply. We are a family. Most of the time, your husband, he leaves. And all you got is your kids and another woman that's going, all the spouses are going through the same thing. And the one thing that we are terrified every day, not even when they're deployed, when they go to training, when they go off on a mission, we are terrified of loss. You have to literally, like, we have a saying, when you're new in the military and your husband go off on his first deployment, and you realize, especially when he a private, because privates, it's like hazing for privates. Like, they get the shitty jobs, they do, because they ain't got no rank. They ain't got no command. They ain't no NCOs. So they can't tell nobody what to do. They get told what to do. And if you go in as enlisted, everybody goes through it. Everybody goes through it. It's like getting in a fraternity. And you start at the bottom and you got to move your way up to the top. Okay, so pretty much a private is a life of hazing. That's how I look at it. Baby, what you think? Am I right a little bit when it comes to being a private? You're going to get told to do whatever. It's like, and they hate it. But they always get deployed first. They always out of the door. And it's like, you're mourning everything. You're sad all the time. And we got a saying, because I went through it. Everybody goes through it. When he goes away and you don't hear from him for an extensive amount of time, that is a good thing. Do y'all know how stressful it is to know if you hearing nothing is a good thing? It's a good thing that you ain't heard from your husband in 80 days. Okay? So loss is because everybody experienced it in some way. Y'all would not believe how many women I done sat down with. And no, I remember this one girl. She was so excited. I was a teacher, and I was a daycare worker, and I was in the class in class, and all of a sudden it was like chaos. It was like chaos. And I remember the girl only been there. That was her second day, her and her baby. She was 19, and her baby was like 6 months. And she was alone. And I remember being alone, and I had 2 babies, and I was pregnant when my husband first deployment. And she was by herself with a 6-month-old baby. And I remember she was so scared. And I remember we had an alert to where, like, everybody sitting around, because a helicopter went down. And it was, how many soldiers? 14? It was 14 soldiers, right? It was 14 soldiers that perished. And all of us, you didn't know the unit yet, because they didn't tell us the unit. You didn't know the unit. You didn't know the names. So everybody, every female on that post is waiting. Because we don't know who is going to get the call. And I remember sitting in the rocking chair holding this girl baby. She had dropped her baby off a couple of hours, because I was in the infant room. And she had dropped her baby off a couple of hours. And I remember people walking in the room. And they just came and got the baby, blah, blah, blah. And no, they didn't tell us, but you knew. You knew, I knew, and I was holding her baby. And the command and his wife came and got her baby, because they had to go tell her, this 19-year-old girl, that her husband had perished. And like everybody knew because they came and got her baby. And I want y'all to understand. All you thinking, you're sad, but all you thinking is like, you're breathing because you're sad for her, but you're relieved because it's not you to sit there and wait. And everybody is quiet and everybody's trying to play normal. Everybody's trying to like live their life. Go on through their work day. But you know, because it ain't hit the news yet, but it's rumors that soldiers have parents, and you sitting around waiting to get that call out of the whole post. 14 soldiers. Come on, y'all. So when I spoke about that book, I have been inside and prayed to see my husband again. And not only that, I have sat with people who have lost their loved ones, their son. I know people. You see it every day. Police officers, firefighters, paramedics, National Guard, Navy, Marines. I have experienced it. So when you come in my inbox and you tell me, oh, that book wasn't what you thought it was an emotional occurrence from my life. It did something to me when that lady lost her husband. She lost her husband. So when you get in my inbox and say, hey, it didn't do it for me, that's you, friend. That's you. Okay? It was you. I cried because it was very unexpected. I did not see that coming. And guess what? That was the point. That author wrote the hell out of that book. She wrote the hell out of that book, and she redeemed. She gave me the way my heart was beating in that book. The second one, because I was like, how is she gonna redeem herself from loss? Like from losing a love like that. From that girl losing a love like that. Like the way I love my husband. I know I talk a lot of shit on this TikTok, but I love the fuck out of my husband. Like I love my husband. When I say I am a helpless romantic, when I say that I love the idea of black woman being in love, I love it because I never got to experience it and see it. I knew it was there. I knew it was true. I knew it was black people in love. But the women that are around me was so strong that they were stupid. They were so independent that they were stupid. And they missed out on their blessing because they was mad and they was bitter. And it had a lot to do with the men that they chose. Or the men that they fooled them into attaching themselves to them. You guys have to understand when people do book reviews, they doing it from their perspective, their hearts. So to come at somebody and say, oh, the book didn't do it for me, you ain't experienced loss. Be a friend of someone who lose the love of their life. Baby. And then go read that book. It'll hit different. Okay? Miss Asia Corners, I want to say one thing about that book. You did that shit. And I want to say something. The girl that lost her husband was very, very successful. And she was very well off. She doubled back. And she had a first love that kind of vanished on her. And out of nowhere, when she was at her lowest in grieving, trying to get herself back, because she was depressed. And he just, it's like she was asking God to help her. She was asking the Lord, like that girl was praying. But her depression is, she did everything. She stayed doing everything she was supposed to do. She worked. She took care of her kids. She did everything she was supposed to do. That was her goal. Her goal was to just keep loving her kids, keep being a super mom, keep running her business. She was doing it, and she was doing it blindly because she was depressed. She was like a robot. And this guy just come out of nowhere. He come out of nowhere. She went to a post. She come out of nowhere. She got back to her roots. She got back to what made her feel good. And he was an everyday guy. He used to be in the streets. He had to do a bid, and he got out. He was not broke by any means. He made about 6 figures, but the girl was rich. I like how this author did not write the book as in he's some kind of tech big, somebody that with a whole bunch of money come to sweep her off her feet. She wrote this book to where this was a guy. She did not focus on his income because he could provide for her. Now, he didn't have as much as she had, but he was okay. He can take care of her and her kids. And I like how she did not focus on his finance. She focused on how this guy was trying to keep himself out of trouble. He had his own business. He was like my husband. My husband make good. I ain't telling my business, but my husband he take care of his families with no stress. You get what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say no stress. Everybody got stress, but we okay. So he was a guy who works every day. He works for himself, and I just love the fact that he wasn't some big time billionaire drug dealer. He was a everyday working guy trying to keep himself out of trouble. You know, he wrote poetry. He was self-sufficient, self-assured. He was all right. He was that nigga. And he wasn't intimidated by her. He was like, I knew you before you were you. And he told her who she used to be. He was like, she was the girl from the block. You know, she educated now, but she was that bitch, and she had that heat. And she saved her nigga when he was in a bind. And instead of him like feeling insecure, he was like, hey, my bitch, hey, good looking. Like, she came through in the clutch for her nigga. Like, hey, guns blazing. Everybody thought she was just a regular business. Even her brothers was like, real shit? Like, this you, sis? And hey, she was a sharpshooter. She ain't miss. Y'all go get that damn book. Go get this book. If you're a wife, if you have loved one, go get this book. And y'all say my damn inbox telling me that the book went all that. I don't care what you think. It was all that to me, okay? Shit. Y'all have a good Sunday. I got some more books coming. Y'all have a good Sunday, and y'all have a happy reading. I'm going to have to cut this damn thing down because I done went over on the minutes, ain't it? All right, y'all have a good day and happy reading. And Miss Asia Cornish, you did that shit, girl. You redeemed yourself. I was not sad. I am very proud of you, and I can't wait to read the next book in this series. You be blessed, sis. And your mind, your talent is beautiful. Keep writing.
And it goes like this. We'll get in your car and you'll lean to kiss me. We'll talk for hours and lie on the backseat. And then one random night when everything changes, you won't reply and we'll go back